Hi, Geminis. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support.
Watching.
Here's your ink blot. We scried earlier, and now we flipped it for perspective possibilities. If you want to come on in, we'll add on Tarot and Oracle, and we have the ghost tube here on the Spirit box for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely, of course. So, Geminis, if you are ready, let's close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. All right, let's go. Thank you so much for being here. Always feel free to comment below what you see, sense, or feel and inspire the collective.
Pain.
Okay. Give me a second here, Gemini. Because I feel like I'm witnessing. I'm like, see it like right in here, and then there's like one little eye there. I just heard, "Let's get ready to rumble," but it doesn't feel like that either. It's almost like I'm head to head with meeting. Okay, I'm just going to say it the way it's coming through. I'm not going to try and make sense of it. I'm meeting myself in the mirror. I'm like, maybe it's a shadow aspect, subconscious, unconscious, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's something you're going through. Maybe it's very specific to one portion that is embodying what I'm seeing as a shark. That's the symbol that's coming through for me. Door, yes. It is a mirror. And I feel like whatever this is, say whatever I'm thinking about, whatever context, channel, relationship, career, money, and it's coming forward in a shark, and the shark comes up to a mirror, so it's seeing another shark, but it's me. So it feels, or it could quickly appear, that I am witnessing this doorway that is nose to nose. And I think like a shark, like I think it's a predator, but I'm like, oh, it's actually an image for me to see, witness it. I am of it and I witness. And I'm also witnessing it. So now I can see the sides of it. I can, and you can, if you're like, say, looking at your physical body, and you might look to your side, but there's a particular kind of view point. And this seems to be more, it like just shifts
Ornament.
it. So now I can look over there. Look, does that make sense? It's like I can get a different viewpoint of the same thing and realize it's not a predator. The reflection is me. Okay, there's a fist bump happening. There is possibly some guilt in here. Maybe this is one of the emotions that may be coming through. That's being worked through. Love and compassion. I got to turn this. Sorry, Geminis. If I can just give myself a second here to gaze from this direction. It's very different what comes through. Seeing it, it's fine.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it just is what it is. Okay, so then it's like I'm seeing them. Then there's like a clicking. If you get two things that are magnetized and they just whoop, and then they click, and they're still flexible enough.
Bad.
I feel as though in this guilt, I've been feeling bad about something. Okay. I am on a shore now. Thank you. I am on a shore, and I'm seeing a completely different creature from the other side. It's almost like I feel like I've been, okay, this is a little creepy, Geminis, but I feel like there's this, okay. I have a piranha jaw, an Eeyore the donkey's eye, a rhinoceros horn, that at the end of that horn is, I don't know what it is. It's another creature. And then in my mindscape, now whether this is material mind or multiverse mind, the waves of the water where it meets the shore create a fin, a fish fin.
White.
And then that travels me up to when I go behind the fish fin. This is all very much in a head, like I'm building a head. Then I come back to the, not the top of the head crown style, but like the back of your head. What would be the soft spot from when you were a kid or when you're a baby, right? Watch the soft spot. There's
It's unknown.
I'm going to call it like a Buddha sitting up there. That's the closest thing, but please put in or apply any sort of image of an energy or a deity that would feel well to you. Some sort of spirit is sitting on the soft spot, or what was the soft spot. So I don't know if this is like something going way back to childhood. Like I'm working through guilt or bad things that have happened, or my feeling bad about things. Meeting that shark, and then, but something clicks. And when it clicks, it's like I come together and I'm like the Hulk. And it's like, what is the Hulk saying? I can't even remember. It's like, whoa. And then once I see that, it's like it starts to bloom. There's this strength, and then it becomes one. It's like, let's do this. And then my hands have eyes. So I've traveled like this piranha mouth. It's like my gems. I don't know if it's self-talk or what I hear. It's fine, not for me to figure out. It's sharp, like
Imbecile.
maybe there's just, yeah. It's sharp, like to protect myself from imbecilic. I want to say individuals, but then what I really heard was identities. Identities. And maybe have a sharp tongue. And then see, it's like this Eeyore donkey eye, but it also has this fish feel. There's the rhino horn, the wave, the Buddha on the soft spot. And then my hand, somebody might, okay, if anyone, I don't know if somebody's actually blind in the physical sight sense, or enhancing your spirit. I'm going to say spirit sight. That's fine.
Where?
Okay, so see how my emotions just went into playing piano. I don't play piano. But I do remember in high school when I played the clarinet, and I naturally would close my eyes when I played. And that's what it's making me feel like. Dun, 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 or dun 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 dun. It's like these two tunes are coming in, Geminis. And I want to, did you ever do it when you were little? Maybe as an adult, like pretend that you couldn't see and like try to navigate. That's what it kind of makes me feel like. I don't, and if you are blind, blind in the physical, I feel like you navigate really well. It's like turning the radio down in the car to see better. Okay. All right. Let's start adding on some Tarot and Oracle here for the Geminis. Oh my goodness. I feel like I rambled on there and potentially a whole bunch of nonsense. But
Dylan.
if it makes sense to anyone, please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you to all those who donate and support. You help keep the ink flowing and intuition growing and the Scry stories shared. All right. 10-10, just as I said that. I'm going to go up to the... Okay. So in the song Into the Mystic, I just heard the mystic in the mist. And with that Buddha-like character. Geminis. Ancestors and eternal love. Oh, I'm in the Buddhas. Thank you. Can we put that over there? I'm in the mystics in the mist. There is a reason some have incarnate in this lifetime as a Gemini specifically. There is a reason that the twin symbology, the constellation, and all of the lore or traits, not all, but it is indicating something. It's almost as if it feels like I don't have to choose. Hello. My legacy is love, and it transcends all.
iScry.
It transcends all of the lifetimes. And we are paired at the hip, attached at the hip. It's almost, I don't know how to say this in a different way. For some, it's like there's a rabbit hole. There's a particular lifetime or embodiment that's, happening now. And you're very connected to it.
Come inside.
So now I'm seeing like the double mint twins. It's like a gum here in Canada anyway. So not only may you be, and I'm seeing, would you say necklace? A belly chain. I apologize, Geminis, if I am butchering this, but it's as though the energy and where I am here and now is...
I'm not sure how.
One, but my reflection of the Gemini, the spirit of Gemini, is actually another part of me working with me in the here and now. Like, it would easily easily conceived of as like an ancestor, but it is of another aspect. I don't know if that made any sense. I don't know. One more card for Gemini. And I feel tired. Illumination. I feel tired of feeling bad or guilty that maybe there's something wildness of, do I need to figure this out? Like, okay. There's no paradox to figure out in the Gemini energy. How else do I say that? The duplicity within the sign's energy for some.
Who are you?
It's as though it's the duality construct has already been embodied as one, because it's not one Gemini and one Gemini, Gemini A and Gemini B. It's one already. So it's like the pain and the paradox have already been completed and it's to be enjoyed. Now, whether that's in the male and female aspects, the past or present lifetimes, past or future lifetimes, you could be in this current present lifetime an aspect of the past and a future. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I hope this is helpful to somebody, because this feels very, very deep, very, very deep. And I want to go into like the Hulk Hogan thing again. I really wish I could remember his catchphrase. That's way too many cards, but thank you. This is deep, deep, deep stuff that you're working into. And it's almost like this realization. And see, even through like the illuminations in the piranha chin, it's like, I don't know what's figured out, because I don't, again, the paradox was never a problem, because it was only being perceived as, oh, I'm a Gemini, so I have these two different ways about me. And it's, or maybe whatever the case is, because again, it doesn't even feel real to me. Those feel surface level. Those feel like they are common constructs that make it maybe easier for others to engage your wild energy, or what could be wild but feels also very deep. But that very bravery and willingness to howl at the moon, per se, or to go in when I'm seeing the Eeyore energy, and
I am in pain.
And it's actually where maybe the pain is, the guilt, the resentments, the passive aggressive energies lead in towards that light of illumination. Like it serves. Oh, Geminis. Messenger of airships is coming through. It's that wildness. It's almost like I'm not going to feel bad for being both. And I feel like I'm, again, seeing from the outside, like I'm witnessing this shark and realizing the shark is not attacking. The shark is not a threat. Solarium, there is some sort of I don't even know that I'm privy to it, to be honest with you. As a guest here, Gemini's in your aura, so thank you. There's a whole new world within me. And when I say, it's a whole new world, it's not that it's new. It's always been existing. It's always being cultivated. And it's by these pathfinders within me. Does that make sense? Me being you. Yeah, it does. Somewhere it does. The pathfinders. I do want to add like gentle, and I'm not saying gentle in, again, a passive aggressive way. I'm saying, I feel as though I'm saying pathfinder and gentleness in not expressing being defensive. Maybe this is mirror talk. Maybe this is how it's most easy for me to perceive and receive even of myself, and that I'm using that as an excuse, because the paradox of for some reason your sign is just like the twins, the two pillars that I see as a gateway to walk through the center, or to float through the center, swim through the center. And I don't know if there's somewhere in the Gemini collective that maybe there's being a focus or a priority on the pillars, and then it like takes me into a Pong game. Is it Pong or even tennis? And it's just like back and forth. Maybe for some this is personality, maybe for some this is wishes, wants, desires, or I don't know what it is, but this back and forth. And I find I'm not trying to be a nasty Nelly, but it feels like a game. And I'm like, because I feel in your aura, I very much so have the awareness that those are simply the pillars for the pool, to swim and enjoy the pool, to to look at the mirror, if it's being shaped like a mirror, if I'm looking at, the numeral numbers of your sign. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not gonna feel guilty for embodying and not even bullcrapping myself. And know when I'm doing it. I don't know. I feel very outside of myself right now, Gemini, so I hope this serves. I have here the anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. Healing the mother line, healing ancestral work, mother line, and growing up. And I feel like those have come through. What's on the bottom? The breathing rose.
Related.
Heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. And then I just heard time stop. It's like seeing the game or the tennis and then hitting the pause button. It's like I know what I'm doing. And do I want to continue that cycle? What is it? How is it serving me? Healing the mother line with ancestors, the lore and legacy of DNA. And I feel like I'm back up in the Buddha of the soft spot. And the soft spot takes you back to when you were a baby. And maybe you feel like you were dropped. Maybe there's resentments that you have. And I feel like clear them out. It doesn't need to be complicated.
Run.
I understand it might feel the memory, but the memories are skewed. The memories are skewed. But then I come back to the shark and I'm seeing it nose to nose. But it's my shark that I'm seeing. And that's what I mean. Like, it's not a threat. The breathing rose and the anointed. It's, you have, like, between the 7 of submersibles and the messengers of airship, deep sea diving, and then like adrenaline rush airplane stuff, you're receiving things quickly, and you're getting things that are deep seated.
Sure.
And bringing them up to the surface to really, really take a look at. Because somewhere along the lines, the Pathfinder becomes the anointed one. And the heart healing it again. Maybe your heart has been in your head and you've been saying things. Something about mother. Maybe you are a mother. And you're seeing, I don't know. I just, Geminis, I feel like you're seeing it. And you get right from the beginning with this mirror and this Hulk Hogan strength. I can see different aspects now. That's not the right word. It's like I get different angles, added angles, because I'm willing to look at it and realize, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Geminis, thank you so much for being my muse. Truly, I need to ground. Good for you guys. Good. Oh my goodness. And good for you. The anointed pathfinders of one. Thank you for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. It truly has been thought-provoking. And I appreciate that. Until next time.